All right, guys, we are back. It's a wonderful Sunday, but we got some heat. We got a whole lot of crap to talk about, and we're going to talk about it on what show, Lionel?
We are going to talk about it on this week's edition of Off the Top Rope.
Ooh, boy. I would say the last, 48 hours, it went from silent to shit just hit the fan all over the place.
It's one of those times where I'm happy that we record Sunday nights, because we would have missed all of this if we did like a live reaction to Dynamite or a live reaction to Collision.
Yeah, for sure, man. It would have, we would have missed all this good stuff.
And y'all get to get it podcast form while you're on your morning drive, while you're doing your morning workouts, anything. You get it hot, just like a cup of coffee.
Yeah, man. It was brewing all this week, and now you get that nice, good sip into the good stuff. So let's get into it, man.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, y'all. We see y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for the people who watch.
Yeah, we see y'all. Thank you.
All right, Proffit. We have a few stories to talk about. I'm gonna let you pick the first one that we're gonna talk about.
Oh, let's see. The first one. You know what? Let's get it out the way. Let's get them downvotes in there real quick. Okay. Let's talk about Ridge Holland.
Yes, Ridge Holland.
So, situation with Ridge Holland is, so he got hurt working in TNA, during a match with Moose. I guess he overcorrected, and then when he landed, he busted his ankle, and then now he was out. So, while he was out, WWE contacted him and says, we ain't renewing your contract. And after he heard that, and I guess he had a few weeks left on his contract, right? So after he heard that, he pretty much kind of went scorched earth on WWE. Talking about, hey, I don't know how I'm going to feed, pay the rent and, all kinds of stuff, and with that, WWE was like, oh, well, we went from we're not going to re-sign you to you're terminated. So we ain't going to pay you anything. So, yeah, they're in that situation now to where, well, he's in that situation now. Well, he's not getting paid now. So now you open a GoFundMe and all that stuff. But man, yeah. That's that was the first part of it. So before we go in, what do you think about the situation, man?
I'm gonna say first off, to make it very easy, to say the very obvious part, we don't like to see wrestlers get hurt, and we don't like to see wrestlers lose their job when they can't work.
Right.
Very obvious. I don't think we have to explain it, but I will, because you know how people can be.
Yep.
My next comment, low key, kind of karma.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be completely honest, he has been going through the news cycle, right? And people have been paying his GoFundMe. And again, like I said, wrestlers should get paid when they're hurt.
Yes.
If your job, especially you went to TNA, so you're working for two companies, you're getting paid, you're only getting paid one salary, you get hurt over there.
Hey, we that's something else we can talk about after this, because there is another thing that says WWE is like, oh, since you're signed to us, we could just send you anywhere and we don't have to pay you more.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that a little bit after that.
We'll talk about that part. So now we get Ridge Holland coming out here and talking a lot about his personal feelings about WWE and all that kind of stuff. That it always happens whenever WWE fires somebody, right? They always want to beat the drum when they're in there. They want to say crazy things. Then when WWE does something fucked up to them, which at this point is 9 times out of 10, WWE's gonna do something fucked up to you to leave. This might be one of the worst things that we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Now you want to talk about how you feel regrets for ending Big E's career. Now you want to talk about this, that, and the third, right? Now we get to hear this. No, WWE did storylines where you were with the New Day years after you broke Big E's neck.
Yeah. Well, low key, he kind of did a storyline where he was talking about how he was hurting people.
Yeah.
I was sitting there what? Yeah, I think it was during that little stint he had in NXT for a little bit. Well, actually, where he got shipped to. He got shipped to NXT, and he was kind of talking about how he was hurting people, like, and sounding intentionally like he was hurting people. I know it's part of the storyline, folks, but it's pretty tasteless.
It ain't a good look. I don't like when Kyle Fletcher does it.
Yeah,
like if we're gonna keep it a stack, I don't like when Kyle Fletcher does it. I haven't really been a fan of when people in the Don Callis family do it. Like, if we're gonna keep a stack, I don't like it. I especially don't like Ridge Holland doing what he's doing, because if we're gonna be honest, if WWE actually cared, he would have went back to NXT and learned how to redo things after he hurt Big E, one of your biggest assets in WWE.
No, he didn't. And what happened was he hurt 2 more people in the process.
Exactly.
He didn't end their careers, but he hurt them pretty much the same way. So now he's the one on the receiving end now. And getting laid off, fired, and all that stuff sucks.
Yes.
Right. I'm not gonna, it sucks in any industry or anything. But it kind of, in his case, it's kind of karma. It's kind of karma.
Yeah.
Right?
Because we didn't hear anything about this shit before. Like, not once. You had interviews. People have asked you about the Big E injury. You breaking Big E's neck followed you since you did it. And we didn't hear anything, but up until the GoFundMe pops up, now you want to do an interview talking about, like, how it's going to haunt you for the rest of your life. And you're sad that you're the last one you're the one who ended Big E's career and all this other stuff. Now you want to say it. It's been years.
But during that time, he injured Big E, and then he was going on wrestling like nothing was going on. For like 3-4 years, man. Like nothing was going on. Like nothing was happening. He just kept going. Which is crazy to me on the other end, too, of like, somebody like it... a lower star ending the career of a bigger star. Like a way bigger star, right?
Former WWE champion.
He was on his way back to go, fight for the championship. Big E was, but there's no consequences to that. Like, it's really crazy to me because like there's consequences for things that happen less than that, right?
Yeah,
which is insane. Like it's insane on a whole bunch of levels. Yeah, it was an accident. I get it. Yes, it was. Stuff happens. It was an accident. But you have a history of repeated accidents, and it's not a good look. Like after you're all healed up, I wouldn't want to put any of my stars with that guy.
Damn near WWE really didn't. If we're gonna keep it a stack, I don't know everyone who he wrestled. I'm not gonna lie, I don't watch WWE like that. But it felt like after the Big E thing, he did experiments. He went to NXT. He obviously went to TNA and got hurt.
Yeah.
So, it's just, I feel bad that he lost his job. I feel bad that he is out there while he can't work and while he's injured.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for the person. That's where I'm at.
Yeah. Only thing I'll say about the situation is that it sucks that he lost his job, but here's the asterisk on that, right? They weren't going to re-sign him anyway. Even if he was wrestling, they were not going to re-sign him.
Yeah.
So the ankle wasn't, like, even if his ankle was fine, right? They weren't going to re-sign him. So, yeah, I know now he has a case like, oh, my ankle's fucked up and, I'm trying to rehab to get myself back and things like that, and they just won't bring me back. But would you have done the same thing? My question is, would he have done the same thing, cried the blues the same way, if he was 100% and they still didn't re-sign him? If they were just going to let his contract run out and just let him go? Will you be crying the same blues that he's crying now?
That part we will never know, but if we can go by how WWE releases have been over the last couple years, the answer would be no. But we will never be sure. We won't know the actual answer.
Yeah. So I'm on the end of, like, as far as like him getting laid off and stuff. Hey, I've been laid off since January, and I finally got, I'm finally working in in a week or so. Like, finally, found a new job.
Mm-hmm.
So I know how that shit is. It sucks. So for him, I wish him good luck because he's going to need it out there.
He has to heal up first. First and foremost, he has to heal that ankle.
Yeah, he has to heal that ankle, and then once, luckily, they are still paying for all the medical procedures and stuff like that because it was on the job, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're still paying for all that. He just has no other income after that.
That's what the GoFundMe was for, which was dope. A lot of wrestlers like pitched in on that.
Yep.
Nick Jackson was in there. Chelsea Green was in there. I think Jericho usually does really good about that kind of stuff. I didn't see him, but I'm gonna assume that he did something too. He usually does.
Yep.
So everyone pitched in. That was a good effort. I do, like I said, I don't want wrestlers to get hurt, and I don't want wrestlers to not be able to work if they get laid off or if they get let go. I never want that.
Right.
But hopefully you take this time to really reflect, get your style together, be a little bit safer. So when you go to the indies or whatever you do after, if you decide to continue to wrestle, we don't get in a situation where you're hurting people like Big E.
Right. Yeah, because that was like a huge career that's just gone now. Like it is insane to say, and people are like, "Well, his career isn't over. He's doing commentary." Do you think he wants to be doing commentary? Do you think he still wants to? Do you think Big E wants to be doing commentary instead of wrestling?
That man was WWE champion.
Yeah, he was on his way back to being champ again.
Yeah.
Do you think on his he was on the rise up? He was going. He was there. And he was showing up everywhere on TV and everything. Do you think during that time when he was at probably like one of his hottest times, and got that just like that snatched away, bam, gone?
I mean, we saw what happened to Bryan Danielson, right? When he was in WWE and he couldn't wrestle anymore, you saw it in his face. He was back there. He was doing the talking smacks. He was doing other stuff, right?
Yeah.
And you could just see it on his face all the time. Whenever he had to talk about it, it just wouldn't. He just didn't. It didn't look like he set in. I'm not saying that Big E is Bryan Danielson.
No.
But every clip that I see of Big E doing like the pre-show stuff like that, he doesn't look like happy. To me, that easily could just be me like putting that on him also. But to me, he just doesn't look super happy doing all that. I think he would give a lot to be back in the ring.
Oh yeah, I think. Yeah. Again, I don't know. So, but I would think, especially if I'm in my prime, I was doing my thing, and then I had a career taken from me, I'd want to be back. I'd want to be in the ring versus doing backstage shit and commentary and being in the background. That just sucks. Me getting removed, not by my own will.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, and then, there was so with this whole thing, there was also just a whole lot of whataboutism.
Of course, there usually is.
Like, oh, what about Sting? Rick Rude? What about, people never mentioned the Bret Hart and Goldberg, right? Like,
no.
Bret Hart is still cursing Goldberg.
To this day, he hates that man more than anything.
Yeah, like, he prematurely ended Bret Hart's career. Like, Bret Hart would probably still be, like, in some capacity, like Sting, in and out wrestling right now, if he could.
Yeah.
And, Samoa Joe and Tyson Kidd and things like that. Those are all different situations. Especially the Samoa Joe and Tyson Kidd one was that was a freak accident. And you did see what happened to Samoa Joe after that, right? He kind of got punished for it.
Heavily.
Like, he was taken out. He did, like, do a few things, but after that, they didn't want him out there wrestling at all. That's why he was like sitting there in the rain, announcing WrestleMania that one time.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of wrestling, they wouldn't let him wrestle.
He got punched. It doesn't feel like WWE does that too much anymore. Because we hear about injuries all the time at this point now, coming from WWE, right?
Well, from WWE, well, everybody's got the injuries, right?
Yeah,
like,
injury bug is kind of going around. Yeah, I shouldn't have just said WWE. Injury bug is kind of going around right now.
WWE is happening a little more than they normally do now, because they took away the house shows, so they're not getting as many reps now.
Yeah, and they don't really be wrestling outside. Like AEW people do every once in a while. Some of them do.
Yeah. So, like, they're not getting those reps in. So, just like in basketball and other sports, if you don't get your reps in, you ain't taking those bumps, you ain't getting those hits, you ain't taking those falls, whatever, right? Injury is, believe it or not, injuries are higher.
Oof. Well, I think we said all we can say about that. Like, it's very, very unfortunate situation. Yeah. It's hard to feel too bad for him, but I hope things go well for him.
Yeah, no, look, like I said, I know how much it sucks to have lose your job, right? losing your job sucks. Happened to me this year. But it just like some of the other circumstances surrounding it, maybe some of the situations, some of the things aren't his fault. Like nobody punishing him for doing it, right?
Yeah, that's not on him.
That's not on him. That's WWE, right? So I can't, on that end, I can't fault him on that part. What I can fault him on is he hurt like 2 or 3 more people after that. That's the part where it's like, come on, man. He hasn't hurt anybody in like a few years now, but like after that, it was like a string of other people that got hurt because of the same guy, and just nothing happened to him.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, that's like one of the main things. Mm-hmm. But let's go on to the next subject, man.
We're going to go from kind of sad news to news that is also pretty sad.
What is that?
Probably one of the best indies running right now, DPW, Deadlock Pro Wrestling. We've talked about it on the podcast a few times.
Yeah.
They're doing their 4th anniversary, December 12th.
Okay.
They're doing one more show in Japan, and then that's it at least for the foreseeable future.
Oh man.
So a nice thing that they're doing for this show is if you're in Cary, North Carolina, I won't be able to be there because I don't live in North Carolina, but if you do and you happen to be listening to this podcast, the event tickets are $1. You only have to pay $1 plus like whatever fees and taxes to get there. So if you ever want to go to a DPW event, you haven't got the chance, this is going to be a chance to go. I'm guessing that card's going to be stacked. It's going to be a great card. DPW shows are always fantastic. I haven't got to watch like a ton of them, but the ones that I've watched and the ones that I bought, I do not regret. They're always great shows. So if you have the time to support, definitely do. I am honestly kind of gutted that DPW is gone. Like a lot of people go, Jake Something is a champion there. Queen Aminata is champion there. Violence by, I forget their name now.
Violent by Design?
I think so. They run roughshod over there. Like Brian Keith was over there. Like a lot of really good wrestlers have been over there. DPW is great. So it's sad to see that they're going to be closing the doors, even temporarily. Hopefully it's not like a forever thing, I hope, but yeah, Proffit, I don't know if you have any thoughts on this.
I just think it's sad that it's just another a good indie is just going down for a little bit. I hope they come back because it's just a good way for wrestlers practice their craft, find what they need to find, to become a good champion at other places, man. Like, I hope they come back.
I do too. So again, it's early. You got a month. This is going out on November 10th. If you're in North Carolina, please do what you can to go to that DPW show. If you can hear our voices right now, Go to that show, support. You'll see how great DPW is, and just I hope they come back. I hope they come back.
Yeah, same here. Like you said, there's mentioned a lot of great wrestlers that wrestle over there, in and out of time. Like I think one of them, the current world champion, Jake something. I think he's great. I liked him in TNA. And like every time he would like do a little thing over there and then go back to TNA for a little bit, he gets more and more crisp and better at what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's with like any wrestler, right? They go over there, they wrestle, they become champion for a little bit, they get way more reps, and then they come back a lot crisper and better. So I hope they do come back.
So we're going to go on to the next topic, and it's going to be a comeback.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of.
Okay.
So we're going from DPW. Hopefully we see more of them in the future. I don't want that to end. I really don't. To a return that I did not expect to happen.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to New Japan now.
Ooh.
They just had a show. We just saw Yuto Ice versus Hiroshi Tanahashi, which that should tell you how high they are in Yuto Ice. Despite the fact that I am not a fan of the gimmick for very obvious reasons. Tanahashi, we've been waiting to see who he's gonna get for his final match. People thought that it was gonna be Shinsuke. That wasn't gonna happen, bro.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
You want the impossible? That's the impossible. He might be backstage at the show. Wait, ain't no way WWE was gonna let him show up on screen. It was gonna happen.
I have some thoughts about that, like about the whole not Shinsuke situation. But I'll talk about it after we're done talking about what you're about to announce.
Ooh, I'm curious. Okay, I'm gonna announce it really quick then. Tanahashi was out. He did his Aishimas I Love You, and then we hear the coin drop, and we hear a very familiar tune in New Japan, the Rainmaker music. The crowd is on their feet, unglued. I haven't seen a crowd like this in New Japan in a very long time. Mm-hmm. It's been a couple years. Okada comes out and confronts Tanahashi. And then in a press conference today, we find out that is for sure going to be the match. Tanahashi's retirement match is going to be Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Kazuchika Okada one final time.
Yep.
Proffit, what are your thoughts?
So, first off, my thoughts with Okada being the final match is just... It's kind of poetic justice, right? It's just the top two guys in New Japan at that, at the time, it was Tanahashi and Okada. It was just back and forth between those two. So for Tanahashi to end his career wrestling Okada is just a fantastic thing. I think it was, I believe it's the best case scenario. Now, what I was alluding to earlier is my thoughts on them not letting Shinsuke Nakamura wrestle in New Japan. So I have a lot of mixed thoughts here on this. Like, one of my main thoughts is there was going to be like WWE probably had something in there where it was like, oh, is there any AEW talent on there? Oh, then no, we can't. We're not going to do it, or a bunch of other things, right? But I think my main thing is they don't want Shinsuke to get a taste of Japan again, or get a taste of actually wrestling again. It just feels like that. Like he did that thing where he wrestled Keiji Muto, but it was in Pro Wrestling Noah, right?
Yeah, still a good match.
It was still a great match. Yeah, I'm just saying it was a Pro Wrestling Noah, somebody they're affiliated with, right? They didn't let him go to New Japan because think of it this way: Shinsuke Nakamura will be back there. There's going to be AEW talent back there. There's going to be the New Japan talent. A lot of familiar faces, a lot of familiarity right there. And if he wrestled that New Japan style match and got that itch again, I think they're afraid he'll leave after that.
It's not like Io. Io will go and wrestle Mayu Iwatani, but you don't have to worry about her going because Io is the top of the division. Io is the best wrestler in WWE. You don't have to worry about her going anywhere.
Yeah, no, she is literally the best wrestler in WWE.
Nakamura, to your point, he gets a taste, he gets that cheer, that buzz. Yeah, he's gonna be like, yeah, you know what? I'm done surfing.
Yeah, I just feel like he would get that taste and he'd be like, you know, I've been kind of sitting here in WWE cold for all these years. And then I get the hero's welcome when I come back here. And then I get to wrestle a match? Actually wrestle a match? I don't know, man. I think Shinsuke... I think they're like, no. Hell no. We ain't gonna let him get a taste. We're gonna have our thumb on him so he'll never leave. That's what I feel like.
Yeah, you want to go to Japan, stay in Noah. You ain't going to New Japan. New Japan works with that other company that we don't like. So we're not letting you. You're not touching it.
Yeah, we're not gonna let you touch it, and we don't want you to actually wrestle again. Ooh, don't do that.
No. You're gonna come here, accept the crumbs that we give you. You're not gonna remember you are Shinsuke fucking Nakamura. You're not gonna remember that. Don't remember that. Just remember we're the WWE.
Yeah. Don't remember that you're one of the best wrestlers in the world. Stop that.
No, don't do that.
Stop it. Stay here where you're just mediocre to us, and you'll get all trash gimmicks, and you'll wrestle once a year. It's fine. People will never see you again. We don't want anybody to see you. So that's kind of like, it's my mixed emotion about like the whole Shinsuke thing. But in actuality, it was never going to happen.
Like it wasn't going to be a thing. Like no matter, even if you want to do like the AEW route of like WWE hating AEW and stuff like that, New Japan is not one of the partner companies. Like it's not, right? So it wasn't like there was not going to be like a thing where Shinsuke was going to be allowed to go over there. And even if he was allowed to go over there, I'm assuming Okada's winning the match also, so that's not going to be a point. Like Shinsuke would have probably won it either way, even if he was there. But yeah, this is also like one of the largest Tokyo Domes that they had in a long time. They've already outsold last year's. This was before even people knew Okada was there. Okada was going to show up. So who knows? That Tokyo Dome might be packed this year.
Oh yeah, I think just with the Okada showing up, I was like, well, it's going to be sold out now. Sold out Tokyo Dome right now. Okada, yeah,
it's probably going to happen. It's pretty. If we're not close, because the year that I went to Tokyo Dome was the Naito match where he won and we got to get the roll call. Like I moved heaven and earth to be there. And when I was in there, the dome was not full, right?
Yeah.
Like it just wasn't. This has a chance to be.
Yeah, it's a perfect storm. You got Tanahashi's last match and Okada returning to the Tokyo Dome at the same time.
Mm-hmm. His first New Japan match in like 2 years.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we're filling up the dome, man.
Yes. I mean, they already did well. They're already like past their numbers from like the last couple years with the announcement that they had last week.
Oh, Yota Tsuji and Takeshita?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Tanahashi retirement match, which has been drawing like more attention than anything else at this point. They already have like over 20,000 people. It's already bought tickets for the dome.
Damn. Well, let's fill it up. Come on.
If I can move heaven and earth one more time to do it, boy would I, but I am not getting on a plane right now.
You might not know where you're going.
I am not. Look, I will sit my happy ass down for a little bit. I am not, despite what stuff that just happened, I am not getting on a plane right now.
You might get there. Or you might crash.
Yeah, it's possible. Who knows?
Oh man.
But yeah, man, that's Okada Tanahashi. We got a couple more matches too for the Tokyo Dome. Obviously we got Takeshita and Tsuji for the double championship. We have Shuri. I don't have it up in front of me, so I'm going off the top of the dome. Shuri versus the Phoenix Queen.
Okay.
They're doing a double title match too for the Stardom Red Belt in the IWGP Women's Championship. We're getting a 4-way number 1 contenders match for the Junior Championship, which looks pretty good. There's kind of stacking the dome right now, so we should have a lot coming into this Tokyo Dome. It's probably going to be one of the best ones that we've had in a while.
That sounds good, man.
Yeah. All right, man. That's all for that news. Are we ready for the biggest piece of news that we've had that has blown up the internet for the last 48 hours?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
All right. We did not talk about this match last week, and in hindsight, I'm kind of happy we didn't, because a lot of stuff happened in there, and I'm happy we didn't put our name on the record about anything from that match last week. Nixon Newell, Tegan Knox, that's who Tegan Knox was, and Miranda Alize were backstage at AEW for Collision. It's all going to be kind of hearsay, right? I guess we kind of got to confirm from Nixon and Miranda about what happened, and they kind of agree with the story, and they kind of made themselves look a little bit worse, but I will get to that point when we get there. Apparently, they were going to wrestle TJ, Anna Jay, Ty Mello. Apparently, it's going to be a 3-minute match. Nixon and Miranda were not happy with that. They said, fuck this, I'm out. And they dipped. So we had replacements. Hyen and
My World.
My World, thank you. They come in, they do the match. Everything's hunky-dory. We hear the news late yesterday about what happened with those two. They walk out. Miranda is retweeting a bunch of things. Well, not even a bunch of things. It was like 5 tweets saying like, "Where is Nixon? Where is Miranda?" It was like literally 5 tweets. She said she has so much to say about the situation, and we get the report that again they were not happy with what AEW had planned for them for that week. They dipped. They also apparently were not happy with the match they had last week with Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir. Mm-hmm. To the point where they tried to sandbag Megan Bayne.
Yeah.
There was a double suplex, and they weren't going, so Megan made them go. And Megan Bayne apparently was not happy with the whole situation, right? Mm-hmm. Nixon was already talking about how she hasn't had how she hasn't a lot of luck with getting booked at places. They get booked in AEW, and apparently the 2 weeks that they were there, they caused problems. And they are not signed. They were not signed to an AEW contract. They were coming in as enhancement talent, and apparently they were not happy about coming in as enhancement talent. Mm-hmm. Before I pass off to you, Proffit, I'm going to talk about what Nixon and Miranda said about this, because they were on Twitch. They might be on Twitch as we're recording right now. They said that they came in for Dynamite, but there was nothing for them on Dynamite on Wednesday. So they came back on Saturday, and they had a match. They said they were presenting ideas about the match, but they were told that the match was short. And I guess after the promo they did a couple weeks ago, they said that wouldn't benefit anyone at all. Mm-hmm. And they're saying that AEW was like, oh yeah, no harm. You're free to leave if you want to leave, quote unquote. You're free to leave if you want to leave, quote unquote. You either do this or you don't.
Yeah.
They dipped, so we probably will not be seeing them again on AEW TV. The last thing I'm gonna say about this before I pass off to you, Proffit, is a lot of wrestlers from AEW are coming out and they are talking about, you kind of gotta do what you gotta do. We've heard from Lance Archer, we've heard from Ty Valkyrie, we've heard from Swerve, we've heard from Naya, who isn't on TV, and we want her on TV all the time.
Yeah,
we've heard from a lot of wrestlers, Lady Frost, like a lot of them saying, this is a business. You kind of got to do what you got to do. You can't come in expecting, to do whatever you want to do. This is a business. I can lay into them. I feel like you're about to do the same thing. So, Proffit, what are your thoughts on this whole... It's not even a mess. It's not even a big deal. But what do you think about the situation?
So, what... All right. I'll just sum it up in, like a very simple thing, right? This is, like, prime reason why now... when some WWE wrestlers are trying to come in to AEW, they just make them lose. They make them lose. They give them short matches. They give them things so they can show what they have. And a lot of these people are failing miserably. Like, they didn't, they had a problem with the first match, and then, I don't think they thought Megan Bayne was that strong, which is insane to me. Megan Bayne is literally like a female Brock Lesnar. You're gonna do what she needs to toss you. She's gonna toss you.
Oh yeah,
right. She's done things like when she doing a power bomb or something, and somebody doesn't get all the way up. She'll re-lift them in mid-lift. Okay, that's some strength, dude. So lifting 230, 140 pound ladies at the same time ain't shit for Megan Bayne. Especially if she's tossing around Bozilla, okay?
Yeah.
So, that was one so they could do a stupid kissing spot. No one cares about that. That's that WWE shit again. And then just flat out being like, no, we're not gonna, not that they're not gonna lose to TJ, but we want more time. Like they have authority or they have the ball, like the ball's in their court. Look, Tegan Nox wasn't even at the top of a division when she was in WWE, when she was in NXT, or when she was barely on the main roster for like half an hour, right? Like, she has no pull. She has, she was at the bottom at the last place she was at, so she has nothing. Like, there's many other wrestlers that came in that paid their dues. Swerve Strickland is the prime example. There's two examples, right? There's the one example with Swerve Strickland. He came in, he did, he lost. He lost a lot when he came in. But at the same time, he made the best of every time he was on TV. And then when he had that match with Tanahashi, and he saved Tanahashi, by the way, he got the trust of Tony Khan, and then he's world champion. There's plenty of instances like that in AEW. I don't know how they thought they were... I don't know how they thought their draft stock is up. Especially, when you looked at the... and Dynamite, where it was, literally the top 12 women in the division doing blood and guts, right? Mm-hmm. Those two ain't even close to any of them. They're not even close to, any of the 12 on that, on both of the, on that blood and guts team.
Bro, they couldn't have a good 3-minute match with Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir.
Yeah. They couldn't, right? So, so they have, they came in like they had stock, they have no stock. There's very few people that come in and then they have some type of, stock, clout, whatever, right? But even they don't be, they're not like, oh, I'm not losing this match, I'm not losing that match. The people that did do that, they're gone, right? Like the Malakais and the Rusevs. It's just not going to work anymore. It's not going to happen. So, I don't know what they were thinking. Pretty much, it's I don't know what they were thinking.
Bro, it doesn't make sense, right? We can talk about examples of people who have come in that some of them had names, some of them didn't, that came in, they were not winning right away, and they grew, right? You said Swerve. That's a good example. Takeshita, Powerhouse, Willow, Sky Blue. There are a lot of names that have come through that started by losing.
Yeah.
Right? You're not, I'm sorry, you're not a Mercedes. You're not a Bobby Lashley. Right? You can't just come in here and expect to get whatever you want. That's not how that works.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Especially after having a shit match. Your first match was bad. If we're keeping a stack, it was a bad match. And y'all apparently had problems with Megan Bayne. Come on.
Yeah.
Please. You are not bigger than the program. And this is an example of with these released WWE talent, when they get let go and it's not their choice, don't pick them up. Because it always ends like this.
Yeah. I think the only, out of the women, the only one so far that did what they need to do and had a good match was the one that won against Mercedes. I think it's Kaden Carter.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, when she came in, and she had a damn good match, and she just needs to speed up a little bit. That's it. Like, get to that AEW speed. But she came in, she did her thing, and she did it 2 nights in a row. She did it with Mina Shirakawa and with Mercedes. Like, she did it with top talent, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there wasn't an ego there. She lost. She had some good matches, and she lost, and did that. And she had some matches before that where she got squashed, right? So, she's like working her way. She's probably still working her way up. I don't know. Like, what's mind-boggling, right, is AEW is building a women's tag division, right? You could have been in that. You could have been a thing in that tag division had you played ball, but no. Instead, you had a horrible match and you walked out on the other one. And you had the matches against some of the top contenders in the in the newly formed women's tag division. You just screwed up all around. Talk about messing up, and then trying to save face on Twitch. You guys made yourselves look even dumber. Like, you made yourselves look worse
because they basically agreed with what they said. The only after all that shit that they were talking yesterday about, oh, we have so much to say. Oh, why this? They shouldn't have lost the first match. All this other shit. Now they're saying, oh, it was a 3-minute match and we didn't agree with it. And to AEW's credit, they're like, okay, you're free to leave if you want. And they dipped. I'm like, okay, that's it. Y'all aren't signed. We didn't sign you to a contract. You are developmental talent. You're working to get a contract.
Yeah. And, shouts to Hyun and Maya World stepping in there and, doing the damn thing.
The match was good too. They had a really good match, and then they wrestled against Athena and Billy Starks right after on Ring of Honor.
On Ring of Honor. So it just shows you right there. You play ball, you get more, and shit. They got them points now in the back.
people. The report had come out about them like having like high praise now. Hyun and Mara World. So they might have shot themselves up because of this whole situation.
Yeah. And, I don't get it. It's just, I feel like they thought they had more stock than what they had. Which is none at all, right? Like, let's be real. Like, all right, I challenge anyone in the comments. What is the last good Tegan Knox match that you have seen?
I didn't even know who she was. That's not even me being like a dick about it. I literally didn't know who she was.
Most people don't. I'm just saying. Anybody, if you're a WWE person, which is probably who's going to tell us, what is the last good Tegan Knox match that you've seen? Just let me know. Or what's her best, if those two were tagging before, or tagging in WWE, I don't know. What was their best WWE tag match? Okay? Like, that's what I challenge people to do. Oh, that was weird.
We're still okay. We're still on. I don't know what happened. That was weird.
Yeah, that was weird. My screen like went crazy. But
wait, yours did too?
Oh shit! It wasn't just mine.
Oh god. Oh, what's happening? They're coming, Proffit. They're coming after us. WWE's coming after us.
The Fed's coming after us, man.
Oh my god, it's happening. It's happening.
Whoa. They're coming after us. I can say what the hell I want. Fuck the Fed.
There. Yeah. Your screen really fucked up too at the same time?
Huh?
Your screen your screen went off and it came back?
Yes.
Oh Proffit, yeah. They're listening. They're in the walls.
Hey, we said enough shit for them for it to bother them, so fuck them.
2 weeks. It only took 2 weeks.
2 weeks of talking shit about them, and they finally got us. Nick Khan's got them. He's got those ninjas out there, man.
I'm gonna look outside. There are gonna be people standing outside my window, just looking at me. But
that's fine, bro. I'll sick my dogs out on the ones that are outside of mine.
Oh, I got some else for them. I don't have to worry about that. Ain't no dogs. But yeah, it's just realistically, I mean, you have to play ball, right? Like if you already were having problems getting bookings, I feel like we have an understanding now on probably why. Because you probably want to come in there and be like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. And that's not how this works. Like, I commend AEW for not doing that, because AEW used to be like, oh yeah, just walk all over us. Yeah, we'll give you what you want. Whatever, we need you. AEW's not at that point anymore.
Nope. Not at that point anymore, and they're past it. And you know what? I think the thing is, look at it in a perspective of you going to a job, right? Let's talk about it like an everyday job, right? Do you go to your everyday job and somebody tells you, hey man, we need you to put up a few things over there. And you sit there, no motherfucker, I'm not doing it. What's going to happen to you 9 times out of 10?
You're throwing you out.
I'm also going to be like, are you sure you're not going to do that? No, I'm not going to do it. Get out. Your last check will be mailed to you like tomorrow.
Good luck on your future endeavors.
Yeah, we wish you luck on your future endeavors. Actually, no, they don't get the future endeavors because they refuse to do something. They get that other email where it's like, yeah, they're gone. the non-amicable one. It's like, yeah, we got them the hell out of here.
These people are no longer with the company.
Yeah, the no longer with the company email. Yep, not the we wish them best in their future endeavors one.
But yeah, bro, it's just you gotta kind of come in to play ball, right? Like you have to. Everyone has. And Swerve and Ospreay have talked about this recently, right?
Yep.
Like they were in interviews recently saying like, AEW, if you really want to be here, you got to prove that you can be here. You don't just get an open door. It's not an open door invitation anymore. Like you can't just, because you might have made a name somewhere else doesn't mean you get to just come in and wreck shop and do what you want. Like that's not how that works anymore.
Yeah, well, shit. The thing is, they didn't even have a name where they came from.
True.
Right? They weren't even mid-card where they came from.
Miranda was like the RH Lucha baddie. I remember her. Like I know her.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, the Lucha baddie didn't really do a lot in Ring of Honor either, so we're gonna be honest.
Okay, so again, lowest part of the card, okay? Where you came from. Like Tegan Nox, WWE, she wasn't even in the middle of the pack. She was always either injured or at the bottom. It's just, if we're gonna keep it a buck, that's what it is. She was either injured or at the bottom, right? So you have no, like, you go somewhere else, you have no power. You can't just be, I don't know. Just because you have WWE on your name doesn't mean you did good there. You did shit there, and then you go to other places and wonder why they don't want to hire you because you want to just like enforce what you want. It doesn't work like that.
And I'm gonna be completely real here. Like, if we're gonna be completely honest, people who seem like they're going around and playing ball, who I have not talked good about, is Killer Cross and Scarlett.
Oh yeah.
They have made the best out of their situation, right? Because it went from WWE is letting us go and this might be a work and no one knows, to being on the indies, to now like Killer Cross is out here saying like, oh yeah, bro, I've been making more money on the indies than I was in WWE. And again, this isn't the first time that this has happened. We hear about these stories for years at this point. Matt
Cardona, bro. Matt Cardona is like, he says this every time. But he makes more on the indies than he did in WWE.
But he's still twerking for the Fed. He wanted to go to WWE. He wanted to go back so bad. Every chance he gets, he openly yelling about him wanting to go back to WWE.
Yeah, they don't want his ass back anyway.
Yeah, they don't want him back anyway.
But the Killer Cross Scarlett situation, if I'm not plugging CVV or whatever, but the interview that they had on there was very fucking telling of what happened to them in it. What happened to them sucked. Like, actually, what happened to them was bullshit.
That sounds like it happens more and more, but I didn't hear it. Give me the TLDR. I don't know. I didn't.
Okay, TLDR. You know when he did that the so-called pipe bomb thing, right?
Yeah.
When it sounded like he was shooting. They told him to do that. Like some writer told him to do it, right?
Really?
And he was like, okay, but can you tell the people in the back, hey, this is just for, I don't really mean this. I'm just, I'm doing this because you guys told me to. So he does it, and everybody's pissed at him because that writer didn't tell anybody that he was doing that.
Oh God.
So everybody's legit pissed at him and Scarlett, and pretty much that's where the downfall happens. That he pretty much got fucked. He got screwed out of his job, and when they were renegotiating, he was like, "Okay, well, you haven't even talked to Scarlett yet to bring her in, to bring her in." They're like, "Oh, she's irrelevant. We don't need her." He was like, "What?" So he was like, "Well, the you guys know the whole deal is we negotiate both of us, right? You're not going to just add her in at the end for some weird low value or super lowball her to get her back in because I'm in. You're trying to get me in first and then just lowball her." He's like, "No, we're negotiate the contracts, like you said you would." So that led to them getting they pretty much got pushed out.
Yikes.
So that situation with Karrion Kross and Scarlett is way more effed up than what was originally reported and said. It's not a WWE work or anything like that. They legit got screwed.
And then WWE let the whole we want Cross thing that didn't really go super far. They kind of let that go, and they were teasing and do all that kind of stuff while they were just in the background sitting. So that's that's why Killer Kross made that video. Now I think about it, because he did a documentary or something pretty recently on YouTube.
Yeah, they were saying we want Kross, but they on the show they were playing off, "Oh, we want Brock," and it's like, "Oh, you motherfuckers."
Yeah, that's fucked up. We keep on hearing these stories more and more about WWE, bro, and it just, I don't know. It doesn't feel worth it. People are leaving with so names and making more than the biggest company on the planet. That. We're hearing more about the independent contractor stuff, right? It just, and I'm not saying anything. People have their dreams, and I want people to be able to live their dreams, right? For sure. 100%. That is not anything. But Jesus Christ, it feels like you have to jump through so many hoops and do so much to be in WWE right now, unless you already are top of the top over there, right?
Even then, you could be top of the top one week, and then you're nothing. You're nothing the next, right?
Well, they wouldn't do this. They wouldn't do shit like that to Roman.
Well, because they can't.
Yeah, Roman gets to be part time and work as much or as little as he wants at this point.
He'll just get his shoes stolen every week from what's his name.
I don't know, bro. It just doesn't feel worth it. I don't know. That's just me though.
Yeah, some people still their dream, but if we're gonna talk about that, Julia, right? Julia hasn't she barely wrestled since she got the Women's United States Championship. She lost in 1 minute and 38 seconds to Chelsea Green. lost the title in 1 minute and 38 seconds on a random SmackDown. So
Julia can lose in less than 2 minutes, but Tegan Nox can't lose in 3 in another company. Okay.
So, there's that.
I'm telling you that they do the same thing to not Io, but didn't Io, wasn't she women's champion and she didn't wrestle at all, barely or something like that?
Yeah, barely.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. It just doesn't seem. There's so many other places, so many other things you can do now. It doesn't really seem worth it at this point anymore, especially with the seat count lowering, them going to small arenas now, and they're now Tarp City. They make fun of AEW for it, despite the fact that it doesn't really happen as much anymore. When
a whole side of SmackDown, right? SmackDown is usually packed. When a whole site is tarped, that is bad, dude. That is real bad. No one's talking about it, though. No one wants to talk about it.
Well, of course no one's talking about it because it's WWE.
The pictures are going around, and it is like a whole side is tarped because people aren't buying the tickets because they priced everybody out.
And they're downsizing also, and while they're downsizing, it's also halved.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's how it is over there. It's whatever.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, it's just like we said, to wrap this whole thing up. Like, it's a job, right? Like, we love professional wrestling. I know wrestlers love professional wrestling. It's a job. Do you really care that much if you're winning or losing? Realistically, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to probably say, like, oh, this is a bad loss for this person, whatever, right? Who the fuck cares about us? Bro, like, what cares? It's not like you're actually losing anything, right? Like, you're not actually losing anything. It's not that big of a deal if you lose a 3-minute match or like whatever. Just play ball. Just do your job. That's it.
Look, I could go in, I could be 1-50, and then they decide, you know what? You've done your stuff. We like you. We're gonna give you a run, and then you're gonna win the international title.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I go on a run of 100 wins in a row. That's how that works.
Exactly.
That's how it works, right? Like, the funny thing is Goldberg, right? Goldberg technically lost his first 9 matches.
Yeah.
People don't know that.
We never talk about it.
No one ever talks about it. He lost his first 9 matches. Quote, they were dark matches or whatever, right? But he lost his first 9 matches, and then he went on the undefeated streak. It's just how it works.
Yeah, I would never understand it. It always feels like someone coming from WWE going to AEW always feels like they're trying to, like, big up the company, and it just, bro, who cares, bro? Like, it's a job. Just go work. Go look at the lights. Go have fun out there. Just don't get hurt.
Yeah, don't get hurt, and have fun. Like, that's the only thing that's crazy to me is, like, you're constrained for so long, right? You gotta drop your style, your original style. You have to pretty much make it almost non-existent in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
You get out of WWE. Shit, if I was in that situation where I have this one style that I love doing, and then I'm finally out of the company that is constraining my style and I can do my style again, I'm going crazy. I don't care where I go. I am going crazy. Yeah, I'm doing it everywhere.
I'm gonna have a ball. I'm gonna go to DPW. I'm gonna try to get into, like, Noah, New Japan. I'm gonna go to Defy. I'm gonna go to FSW. I'm gonna go have a ball. Wrestle everyone. Have fun.
I'm gonna wrestle the shit out of everybody. What, this Broom? Oh, you getting your ass kicked, Broom.
Bro, fucking,
I don't give a fuck.
Tegan Knox got to tag with her actual girlfriend.
Yeah.
Be in a tag team with her girlfriend. And she was, we shouldn't be losing at 3 minutes. Shut the fuck up.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Just go in the ring, have fun, let Megan Bayne toss you, let Ty Mello, well, don't let Ty Mello kick you in the face, because sometimes I feel like she don't think wrestling, sometimes she thinks wrestling is real.
She forgets sometimes, it's okay. She forgets, okay? She has one of them Eddie Kingston moments where she forgets.
Go out there and have fun. Go wrestle on Ring of Honor. Just go, whatever. Just why? Like, why do you have to make it so difficult? Why do you, my brand can't take this? Fuck your brand, bro. Who cares? Who cares?
You can shove your brand up your ass because you don't have one. Okay?
Bro, Bobby Lashley can lose on Wednesday right now. And none of us are gonna be like, oh my god, Bobby's brand. Oh, he lost the match. How? I can't believe it.
Dude, he will show up in a suit next week and still be as over as he was the week before. It doesn't matter.
It's fucking wrestling.
It's just pro wrestling, dude.
It's pro wrestling.
Everybody, look. Bobby Lashley loses, who cares? Everybody loves Bobby Lashley. Shelton Benjamin loses, who cares? Which, we've seen Shelton Benjamin's wins and losses. He's got some losses. He's got quite a few losses, right?
A lot, actually.
But it doesn't matter because it's Shelton motherfucking Benjamin, okay?
Whenever he throws someone over the top rope, we're still going crazy.
Yeah. Well, we hear the "We Hurt People" song at that point, we do not give a shit about what's happening. So fuck your brand,
Bro, look at Hyun and Maya World. Like they've been the talk of the town for the last 48 hours.
Well, people have been talking about Maya World for a little bit.
Yeah, for a while now, actually. Yeah,
for a little bit, ever since she first, ever since the first time she showed up on television, they've been talking about her for a little bit.
So she getting signed for sure.
Yeah.
So it's just that easy, bro. Like, it's easy to say outside looking in, but you ruined your last chance to be on like potentially national TV because you don't want to lose to Anna Jay and Ty Mello. Bye. Congratulations on ruining your career.
Yeah. Congratulations.
AEW wrestlers go to the Indies everywhere. I think that's the part that no one seems to realize about this. AEW wrestlers go everywhere.
Yeah.
Megan Bay was just in Japan. Willow was just in the UK. Mm-hmm. Okada was just in Japan. Takesha's actively in Japan right now. Mercedes is in Greece. So have fun. Because now whenever someone shows up, they're going to be like, ooh, I remember her. I don't want to wrestle her.
Yeah. She's going to have this fucked up opinion about she should win. It's like, no. Like, get out of here.
And there she goes. And that's going to be her career. Done. Congrats.
Yeah, congrats.
You have any more topics or any more on this or any other topics we want to talk about before we hit the shows this week?
No, I'm good. Like, I think I got what I wanted to say out there. I'm probably gonna get a lot of downvotes for what I say, but I don't care. Just like I don't care about the Tegan Nox situation and her brand. Fuck her brand. Get that shit out of here. Go in there and wrestle and prove yourself. That's what we want to see.
Exactly.
Don't see your fucking bullshit. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Oh, now Tegan Nox is saying that she only had 2 more years left in wrestling anyway, and last year was already one of them. All right, bro.
Oh, okay, cool. Fuck your brand again. Get out of here.
So if you only had 2 years of wrestling, why do you care about losing or winning so much?
Yeah. You should just enjoy it. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Also, let's be real. If you had a year left, you wouldn't be trying to get in AEW.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, now all of a sudden you want to have a year left in your... Just retire now.
Because no one's hiring your ass. You know what? You know what that sounds to me?
What sounds like?
When somebody was like... Have you ever heard like a whole bunch of defeatist people? Like people that just... Well, I was going to lose anyway. Or, people are like, well, I didn't want to do that anyway. Those type of people, those people with those mentalities that are just like, I want to call it a defeatist mentality.
Yeah, we hear about it a lot right now with what's going on currently, but yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's just what that is, right? Oh, I only had a year left anyway. I wasn't gonna. Well, if you had a year left, then the fuck you doing?
Yeah, you're not moving like a person that had a year left.
Yeah. So okay, you got a year left. Well, have fun spending your year.
Go ahead and just retire now.
Yeah, you kind of you might have screwed yourself out of every other indie, right?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, I don't know. What it is, whatever. You do what you want, I guess. Like that just Tegan Nox and Miranda Alize gave you the speed run on how to burn a bridge.
Yeah. If you want the long form, look at the long way is look at what's the name? Malachi and Rusev.
CM Punk also.
Oh yeah, and CM Skunk. Yeah. Him too.
Want a way to burn a bridge? There you go. Done.
Well, burn a bridge and wrestle like shit everywhere. But yeah, you ain't coming back.
I be seeing gifs of some of their faces whenever they're wrestling. Like fucking Rusev and Malachi, Alistair, whatever his name is now. I think it's Alistair.
Yeah, it's Malachi.
They have lost. They've been back in WWE for less than a year. They've already lost more than they lost in AEW, and yet they'll sit here and be like, "Oh yeah, no, we never tried not to lose. We never did that." Like, okay, bro, all right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sure. we don't have eyes. We didn't see what was going on. Barely got pinned. You wouldn't want to lose to anybody.
The fact that Brody King is like literally on the top, like in the tag division right now, and Buddy would have been there too if he didn't get hurt. right?
I low-key feel like Buddy's going to be up. Even if he was hurt or not, I feel like he's going to be up out of here anyway.
I don't think so. He resigned.
Did he resign?
Yeah, he resigned for like 4 years, dude.
Oh, never mind.
He wasn't going back. What was he going to do? Be Seth Rollins' bitch again? Fuck that.
I mean, probably. I don't know.
No, he was... Shit, the match he had with Okada, he was doing his thing. They wouldn't let him do that in WWE.
I heard the match with Okada, and I thought about the one that they had in New Japan, with the one that I was at. But yeah, they had a match. I forgot they had a match on
In Australia.
Australia, yeah.
And that match was great. Who knew his ankle was almost about to fall off? But anyways,
It's sad. It's sad.
Yeah. I can't wait until he does come back though, because I think him and Brody King reunite. I think that's another tag team championship win right now.
Nah, bro, that's done. Brodito is too hot. It's done.
They're too good. Well, no, I mean like after Brodito. I don't mean like right immediately, right?
Oh no, bro. Look, we ain't going. Hounds of Hell is gone completely. Julia and Brody have both moved on. It is over.
Yeah,
but he's gonna have to come back as a single star.
He could do that.
He can do it. He ain't gonna have no choice.
He can do that. He's like another Pac, so he can do it.
Yeah, I mean, national championship.
Yeah.
Anyone can show up.
We can get into that.
Yes.
Actually, you know what? Let's get into it right now. All right, we're done talking to Ish about all the other stuff.
Our new segment's done.
Now, let's talk about the AEW Dynamite and AEW Collision, our favorite moments on both. So I'll start off. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite moments is the first match, Orange Cassidy versus Claudio. Hot damn, that was a good match, man. Like, Claudio, man, people just don't realize how good that dude is. He's ridiculous. I'm actually surprised he hasn't had singles gold yet. He doesn't need it, but he could win a TNT or soon to be national championship. I could see him doing that.
I have a feeling after what happens at Blood and Guts, which we'll talk about pretty soon.
Yeah.
I feel like there's gonna be a little bit more space in the Death Riders, and we're gonna get Claudio's gonna go after some title. Yeah,
he's going after something, man. But Claudio, man, that match. He was a monster. Orange Cassidy could not get anything in on him.
Orange Cassidy was trying. He was trying to get any kind of offense in. Whatever he was doing wasn't helping. It wasn't working.
No, man. Like, yeah, Claudio was like, no. Oh, you going to try to jump and hit me on the outside? No, I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to grab you. I'm going to hold you. And I'm going to put you in suplex position. And I'm going to walk around the ring. And then I'm going to finally slam you into a barricade. That was like the story of the whole match. Like, Claudio was just too damn strong. And he went in. He was on a mission and he won. Mm-hmm. Orange Cassidy did his best. Because look, it's Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy's going to give you he's going to give you a match, right?
Yeah.
Another example, a top guy can lose and, not have a problem with it. So, that was like that match. And, of course, you know what the next match is.
Oh, I do.
You know what the next match is.
Mm-hmm.
The Women's Tag Team Championship quarterfinal match between the Babes of Wrath and Athena and Mercedes.
Oh boy.
That was one hell of a match. Look, the Babes of Wrath won, but man, let's talk about some of those moments, man. Mm-hmm. That part where Athena had Willow on her back and then picked up Harley and then tossed them both. She walked around for a second and tossed them both. I was like, yeah, that's the Ring of Honor World Women's Champion right there.
Forever champion, unreal.
And Tony Schiavone went nuts. When she did that, Tony Schiavone went nuts. But one of the things I want to mention is, now, no one talked about Mercedes' schedule. I did last week, by the way, folks. Mm-hmm. You go back on it, and me talking about Mercedes' big ass schedule. Bryan Danielson happens to mention the exact same thing I did, like to the T, almost like he watched the show. Mm-hmm. Yo, what's up? What's up, Bryan Danielson? What's up, dude?
American Dragon.
Shout out to the American Dragon. But yeah, like her schedule is stacked, so it's just one of the other reasons why they didn't win. But look, if they actually later on decide to tag Athena and Mercedes and have them go on a run, that's going to be a hell of a run because they were already working like a well-oiled machine out there when they were going against Willow and Harley.
Bruh, I'm not gonna hold you. I was so mad Athena got pinned. I was so upset. I am 0-2 on the tournament, by the way. I want everyone to know that. I'm 0-2. My bracket was busted match 1.
Match 1. Shit.
I had Aminata and Jamie Hayter win the whole thing.
Oh man.
Bracket busted.
You went with your heart.
I went my heart.
Oh man.
It's actually really interesting because we talked about it last week, but I think as much as I don't like Athena getting pinned by Harley Cameron, I hate it. I hate it.
Oh, she's gonna get killed by Harley Cameron next week.
Yeah, they have a.
No, she's gonna kill Harley Cameron next week.
Yeah, they have a Ring of Honor forever World Championship match in a couple weeks on Ring of Honor. So yeah, that's gonna get taken care of.
Yeah,
but it's nice to see that they have like low key like some of the established ish tag teams, the ones who have been established like since even a little before. Like Willow and Harley aren't super established, but they have a little bit of time together.
They're wearing matching gear, so
they're wearing matching gear. They were around together even before they officially tagged together. So they're really pushing hard to make to show you that these tag teams that they have been building for like the last few years are going to be the ones that carry this division, and it makes sense. Yeah, because realistically, we know Athena, Mercedes, they weren't going to be able to get along for too long. They're two alpha personalities, they weren't going to be able to get along forever.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I actually want to see them tag though. I want to see them do a tag run, but it's probably going to be after Mercedes starts losing all them belts.
It's going to be happening soon because full gear, Mercedes is going to go into like a meltdown for sure. Because even her match today, for the BCA championship, she needed Mortos to help win.
Yeah.
So it's starting to kind of crumble. She's not as like, this is a story that no one seems to be talking about, but she's not as dominant as she used to be. She's still winning the matches, but now she's running to a lot more underhanded tactics than she has before. Mm-hmm. So it's starting to crumble. The schedule's starting to get to her. It's starting to happen. But no one's talking about the story because everyone's too busy talking about the amount of titles that she has. There's a story here. It's actively happening. You just aren't paying attention or you hate her for some dumb reason.
Just for some dumb reason. Yeah, like, there's some people just trying to say that she's not talented. It's like, huh? Yeah, get out of here, guys. Stop. Stop. Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just stupid. Also, can we have our AEW results up. I just looked at Mercedes Moné. Uh-huh. She's 31-6, by the way. She's 1-4 in tags and 0-1 in trios. She's also lost a singles match. Mm-hmm. People get really upset about her for some reason. I know why, but we're not gonna get it. We're not gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, she loses a lot.
Yeah. I'm just gonna, just cap it off with saying it was, overall that tag match was fun, man. It was really good. Major Wrath won, which, who knows? They could be like the first tag team champions. I'm still kind of putting my money on Sisters of Sin being the first tag team champions. That's what I feel is going to be the first ones. But we shall see. It's going to be good.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm still kind of like, I'm still not fully sure who I think is going to be. But I think the finals are going to be Sisters of Sin and TJ for sure. Mm-hmm. Now, if I'm thinking with my head and not my heart, I know what I wanted, but
Or like, so It really depends, right? Because like if Megan Bain and Marina Shafir win, right? If they beat TJ, I could see it being the Babes of Wrath versus Bain and Shafir.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. I can see that match being the finals.
I think you know, with trying to think about it, you know who I think might have been the first tag champions?
Who?
Bane and Penelope Ford. If Penelope Ford didn't get hurt.
Yep. I like. That's who I would have put all my money on. It would have been Bane and Penelope Ford if Penelope Ford wasn't hurt.
Yeah.
I think they were like, yeah. I think they were like probably the ones that were gonna win it.
Because now I'm thinking about the stories right there. Like Willow and Harley on the other side, Bane and Penelope Ford were on the other side. They've been beefing for a while anyway.
Yep.
That would have been a heated final.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm guessing now Marina Shafir is gonna lose the match against TJ. TJ is gonna beat. I don't even know who's gonna win out of the. I'm guessing Tony and Mina are gonna win against Windsor and Riho.
I think Windsor and Riho are gonna win.
You think so?
Yep.
I mean, Tony and Mina are more established than Windsor and Riho.
They're establishing Windsor and Riho more on Ring of Honor.
Okay.
So they've been like actively doing tag matches, like as you know. So I feel like the whole thing with because like Shafir choking out Tony Storm and stuff like that, because of the blood and guts and things like that. I think I just don't see them winning.
Mm-hmm.
I see it being Riho and Windsor.
Yeah, I mean it's possible. I think no matter what, Sisters of Sin and TJ are probably the finals now.
Yeah,
it just makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. I would say like the next thing I wanted to talk about is the so AEW announced a new national championship, which will be defended everywhere, and this has caused some controversy.
Oh yeah, let's talk about it. It has. There's been a lot of it's out there.
A lot of it's out there. So AEW announces the national championship. The first winner is going to be crowned full gear during the Casino Gauntlet match. So after this is announced, you have people from NWA. I mean, no one gives a shit about anyway. You got Mike Mondo on there saying, "Oh, this is the only national championship that has prestige." It's like, no one even knew you were the national champion. No one cared.
Wait, Mike Mondo?
Yeah. He's the national champion in NWA.
Was he in the Spear Squad?
Yes.
Yeah, bro, I don't give a fuck. I don't fucking care.
Captain Spear Squad over there.
Yeah, bro, I don't fucking care about your opinion, bro. All right.
And, he's all upset. Well, I don't know if he's actually upset or not, or just trying to get some exposure. It's the most exposure he's had in forever, right?
Yep.
And then you hear about the news of the Shockwave thing, where there's a lawsuit between AEW and NWA over the usage of Shockwave.
Oh, did NWA own it already?
So AEW announced they were going to use Shockwave, and then NWA, they had a show called Shockwave, and they can't, they weren't using it for years, right?
Mm-hmm.
After AEW announced they were going to possibly use that, NWA comes back and they're like, "Oh no, we're going to use it."
All right, bro. All right.
So it's like, okay. So now that going on, so now they're trying to say it's like, oh, because of that, that's why Tony, they made the new national championship to kind of go against that. And it's like, well, I'm like, hold on, other companies have like the same title names.
Yeah, that's been a thing for a long time,
right? Like, you know how many World Heavyweight Championships there are out there?
Exactly, a lot of them.
Right? So, your point is moot. Get out of here. I think if the national championship is going to do this thing that I talked about the international championship doing a long time ago, well, actually, about 3 or 4 episodes ago, when we were talking about the identity of the titles. Oh, it was more than 4, probably about 2 months ago.
It was a little while ago.
Where it is going to be a title that's going to go around other companies and things like that. I think it's a fantastic idea.
We had it for the All Atlantic. Before it turned to the International, the All Atlantic Championship was Pac had it, and Pac was defending it in Rev Pro and stuff like that. So it was a thing that was happening before, but now they have a proper title to like properly use it. And they said the first defense is going to be on Ring of Honor, the Ring of Honor pay-per-view coming up in a couple months.
So that just tells me it's going to be like, it'll be on AEW, be Ring of Honor, it'll be on CMLL, it'll be in New Japan, it's going to be everywhere. So I think it's fantastic. I think it's a great idea. People crying about another title. Well, look, about 2 of the men's titles pretty much are non-existent anymore. The Continental and the International, they're pretty much gone. If we're gonna really look at it, those titles don't really exist anymore. So it's really one just to fill the international title. That's it.
We're probably not even gonna see it on AEW TV Live. It's probably just gonna be like, we'll probably hear about it. We'll see like matches every once in a while. They'll probably put matches on like, it's a really good excuse to put matches on like YouTube from partner promotions too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's just, also, if we're gonna be honest, I already said this also on Blue Sky a long time ago. Like once they got rid of the International Championship and the Continental Championship, I said AEW needed 2 championships. A men's championship to replace, like you said, a men's championship to replace the International Championship, and a women's championship to replace the Continental Championship, along with the tag titles that we knew. Yeah. I'm right now 2 for 3. We need 1 more women's title, and we're set.
Yeah, they need like a women's national championship. Actually,
something.
If we're gonna do that, the women need one too, because like you could literally give one to anyone and have them travel around and get all them reps.
Yeah, easily.
Yep, I think that would be good. So I put that as a highlight for this week, and I'm gonna say the last highlight is the other Blood and Guts match, but the women's one for Mega Bane and Mina Shirakawa. I thought that was a damn good match too. They went at it.
It was a really good match.
I think Mega Bane was like, "Hey, I need somebody to get me ready for Stardom." It's like, all right, we'll give you Mina.
It was gonna be Queen Aminata, but she is hurt currently, sadly.
Yeah. She got hurt during the tag match.
Yeah, I was really excited for Mega Bane and Queen Aminata. Very excited, but you know, it is what it is. And now Queen Aminata's also out of Blood and Guts too, bro. Just.
So we're that match was good. Mega Bane versus Mina Shirakawa. They gave a lot of time. They have way more time than I thought they were going to.
Which is good. The women deserve time.
It was. I think it was 15 to 20 minutes. So yeah, it was damn good. It was fun.
Can we really quick? Can we also talk about like one crazy segment? Brodito being locked in the trainer's room or wherever they were there by Stokely while FTR was talking shit, and then Brody King punches through the door and hits Stokely in the face with a door fragment. He's freaking out.
And Stokely running out there for his life. Yeah.
AEW's been doing like a really good job with like these like, I'm not gonna call them, I don't want to call them goofy, but they're definitely segments that get people talking, right? Like the Minnie Monet putting her face in the cake, right? The Tony Schiavone thing from Fright Night.
Yeah.
Like they're doing like a lot of these like things that you really wouldn't expect from WWE, and it really wouldn't expect from AEW, and I don't know if I'm a fan of them or not. I was definitely a fan of the Stokely one. That was funny. But they're getting conversation going, which is cool.
Well, that one was like a dual thing, right? Because like you had FTR like literally talking shit to Bandito's grandma, and then about to literally kill Gravity in the ring. So it was like a double thing. Yes, they had that moment in there where, well, I would expect a big ass guy like Brody King to punch through a wall anyway. If they can get out of a door. But I think overall that whole segment as a whole was fantastic.
It's so good. It was so good. But yeah, that Dynamite, the spots that you mentioned were like really good. They had like a They had a lot of really good matches on Dynamite. Dynamite felt like it was like it flew by this week. It was really good. We had a lot of good stuff on it.
Yeah, it flew by. Also, here's one more.
Yeah.
Kyle Fletcher, the Kyle Fletcher Mark Briscoe stipulations.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Well, what do you think's gonna happen?
Oh man, Kyle Fletcher ain't losing. I know that. Mark Briscoe's gonna be on that. What is it on that? What's his name? Mark Davis deal.
They joining the Donkows family.
He's gonna be part of the family.
Yeah, I don't think Kyle Fletcher should lose either. To be honest, as much as I would love to see Briscoe have a single championship, I don't think Kyle Fletcher should be losing right now.
Yeah, Kyle Fletcher's on fire right now.
Yeah.
I think they're going to bring one in and kick one out. I think Takeshita's on the way out. So, Briscoe's in, Takeshita's out.
Oh, yeah. It felt like the writing was on the wall. It feels like, sadly, they might be using Wrestle Kingdom as a part of the story, too.
Yeah.
Because, the main event of the Tokyo Dome should be Okada and Tanahashi.
Yes.
Which is going to be a really wild throwback for those who don't know. In New Japan, a long time ago, very quickly, there was a fan vote for who should be the main event of, I think it was Wrestle Kingdom 8, or I forget which Wrestle Kingdom actually now, I don't remember, between Okada and Naito for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, or Shinsuke Nakamura and Hiroshi Tanahashi for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. The Intercontinental Championship won.
Uh-huh.
And that's part of what turned Naito into the Naito that we know now. Because he was upset. Okada was upset. That's kind of what turned up Okada as the Rainmaker also. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna get that same thing with Takeshita and Okada again. It's gonna be funny.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Is there anything else we want to talk about from Dynamite?
No, I think we're good to go on Collision. Like there were some other good matches too, but they were like the Darby and Daniel Garcia goes about what you'd expect, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the final, the trios match, which you already knew the Ops were going to win, so there's no way they were losing.
True. All right, then if we're going to Collision, I got to talk about two matches right away.
Yep.
For the whole Bang Bang Gang that is not injured was represented on this episode of Collision, and all of them showed out.
Yep.
First, we had Austin Gunn and Juice Robinson beating FTR. We're gonna ignore the fact that it was like 6-2 at the end, and the heels got jumped basically by half the tag team division, which was hilarious. I'm very curious about what's gonna happen with the end of this now that Austin and Juice beat FTR, and FTR have a tag title match coming up at Full Gear. Like, are they gonna get added, or we're just gonna move on, or like what's gonna happen? I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with this situation, because they can't just let the Bang Bang Gang win this match and then move on. Like, there has to be some kind of repercussion for the number one contenders losing a match anywhere. There has to be something. Also, Austin and Juice look fantastic in this match, by the way.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts, Proffit?
My thoughts were, look, I'm glad the Bang Bang Gang is just like in there somewhere. Just somewhere. They have been off TV too long, man. So them coming back, it feels good. But half the tag division coming out to beat the shit out of FTR is also hilarious.
That's the only reason they lost. It was 6-2. It was great. The other match that had a member of the Bang Bang Gang in it was a TNT Championship Open Challenge between champion Kyle Fletcher and Ace Austin.
Yes, sir.
And again, it wasn't 3 minutes, but talking about being made in defeat, this was Ace Austin's best match in AEW, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. It was fantastic. Fletcher gave him everything. Ace was out here looking like $1 million. There were times where I thought Ace Austin was gonna win. It was just fantastic. It was a fantastic showing from Ace Austin in this match. There was a lot of really good stuff that came out of this. This is also why I agree that I don't think Kyle Fletcher should be losing anytime soon. Like, keep this championship. be on Collision, show that you're main event ready, and get that world title next year, little bro. Like that's it. Prophet, what were your thoughts?
I agree with everything you said. Ace Austin, like, people just didn't understand how good this guy is. He is ridiculously good.
Mm-hmm.
His runs in TNA he was really good. Whether he was tag team or when he was doing the singles thing, I think they're focusing on him doing the singles thing right now, which is cool. I think the sky's the limit with him in AEW. He fits the style perfectly. If that didn't show. So, yeah, I think it's great, man.
Mm-hmm. Then next up, we talked about TJ in Maya World and Heian, so we're not gonna touch on that. It was a short match. We talked about the match for like a half an hour earlier, so we're not gonna touch on that too much. We had a really good match between Jamie Hayter and Sky Blue. Like, really good match. This was for Blood and Guts advantage. We had a couple of these matches as we were going, where we were gonna see who was gonna have advantage for the men's and the women's Blood and Guts matches. Sky Blue, another example of just improvement. This Sky Blue now is unrecognizable to who we had like a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
She's so damn good, bro. It's like ridiculous. She's just real good.
Yeah.
She was hitting Jamie Hayter with like everything, trying to do whatever she could. Jamie Hayter hit that nice Haterade to get the win, though. So now, at this point, we're 1-1, and the next match that we're going to talk about a little bit later is going to decide on who gets the advantage in the women's Blood and Guts match. Prophet, what were your thoughts?
So my thoughts were, like, just overall, like, fantastic match. They got time. For sure got some time. So that was great, too. And yeah, they showed out, man. Like, what else is there to say? They went in there, they showed out, and they showed why. When you put the women on TV, they do their thing. And why, like, in the Blood and Guts match, these are the top 12 women in the division.
Yep. Fully agree. We had another one that actually came to like a really hot start. Hotter than I expected. We came back from a commercial break after a lot of women from the end of the last match were fighting each other. We got Tekla and Harley Cameron, and the crowd was hot as shit for this once it started. Like, they were going crazy. This was, again, another really good showcase match for Tekla and low-key Harley Cameron. Like, Harley was doing her thing in this match. It wasn't enough, though. Tekla did get the win. The heel team has the advantage for Blood and Guts, and if you don't know what that is, really quick, advantage is Blood and Guts, you start 1v1, and then every few minutes someone else is going to come in. So the heels get the advantage. So there's always going to be a person up as the people are coming in. So it's going to be 2v1 for the heels, then 3v2 for the heels, then 4v2 for the heel, blah blah blah. As you know.
Yeah.
You have any thoughts on this one?
No, they both showed out, and Harley Cameron is showing every week how improved she is. Like, how much she has improved. Every time, like every week, she's showing how much she improved.
Yeah.
So it's just, fantastic.
I don't know where she'd be wrestling. I don't know what else she'd be doing, but yeah, you can see the improvement. And then the final thing I want to talk about from Collision, before I pass it over to you, if you want to talk about anything from here, is our final advantage match for the men's Blood and Guts. Probably my favorite match of the night. Roderick Strong versus Jon Moxley.
Roddy.
Boy, we don't talk enough about Roddy being as great as he is, bro. No one does, and I'm sick of pretending that Roddy isn't one of the best on the planet, bro. Like, I'm so sick of pretending like he is not one of the best on the planet. Roddy and Mox had a damn match out here, bruh. It was just a straight up fight. Like, I think this was like low key one of Moxley's best matches in like the last like 6 months. If I'm gonna keep it a whole stack. It was just fantastic. The way that the match ended was also hilarious. They were outside. There was a lot of fighting, right? Like, Maria Shafir got involved. Like, the Death Threats got involved. We had like a lot of things going on. They were outside the ring. Jon Moxley's about to get back in the ring. A hand grabbed Moxley and was like, nah, you ain't going anywhere. And then tripped him. And then we got the count out victory for Roddy. So the the faces get the advantage in the men's blood and guts. We find out who's under the ring, and it's Darby Allin, of course, with the taser. He tases Pac, and Pac looked like a fish out of water. He was like, you can't see what I'm doing, but he was like shuddering for like minutes.
Oh man!
Like I think he really got shocked, and he was just on the ground dying.
Pac's always sweaty, so it was probably worse.
It probably made it worse. Oh yeah, all the wetness that is on his body made it worse.
Yeah.
He was convulsing on the ground for minutes. Like while Darby was like threatening everyone else with the taser, Pac was just on the ground dying, and they were too afraid to go help him because Darby had the taser. It was just great. This is a very good way to react or like bring up the men's blood and guts also to the standard of where the women's is right now. It's just great all around. Proffit, what were your thoughts?
No, I thought it was great, and also again, we're probably the only place that talks about how good Roderick Strong is.
I think so.
I'll hear it from anywhere else, but Roddy is the shit, man. Like, he is so good. Overall, it was fantastic from top, just from the beginning to the end of the match and all the shenanigans that happened in between. So, yeah, I had a good time watching this match.
It was good. Do you have anything that you want to talk about from this episode of Collision?
No, you actually hit all the points I wanted to hit.
There were a couple of things, like we got Okada and Kyle Fletcher, Proto Okada, which low-key is a better name than Proto Shida, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of vignettes and stuff like that. This was a really good episode of Collision, but yeah, it was really, the matches were what really stood out here.
Yeah, especially the Kyle Fletcher Ace Austin match.
Yes. Oh, and then we got that Fire Athena promo with her talking about how she's been down herself even though she's the greatest. So it's gonna be just interesting. Like, we had a lot of really good stuff in this.
Yeah.
But
there's a lot of fantastic stuff in this.
Mm-hmm. It was a very good week of AEW. We had a lot of fun. We're going to Blood and Guts, where we have 2 Blood and Guts matches, and then Hangman versus Powerhouse Hobbs. We'll probably get more matches as we go. Probably maybe like one more, maybe. But that's it. You have any final thoughts before we wrap this thing up, Prophet?
No, man. Let's take it home.
All right. Y'all heard us earlier. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna let Prophet do that part, of course. What I'm gonna tell you is, if you want to talk to us, because I know that first 45 minutes, however long that was, you probably got some problems with what we were saying, especially if you're a fan of a certain company. Follow us on Blue Sky. Mm-hmm. You can follow the entire channel at THEPW Podcast on Blue Sky. You can follow Proffit at Proffit, Proffitt, on Blue Sky. You can follow me at Shikoku, SHIKKOKU, on Blue Sky. We talk to everybody. We have a really good time. Whenever we can, we try to live react to Dynamite and Collision with everybody. We talk about gaming. We talk about anime. We talk about a lot of things over there. So definitely go give us a follow and talk to us, interact with us. Tell us what you like about what we're talking about. Tell us what you hate about what we're talking about. Get into an argument with us. We'll argue with you too. Why not? We got time.
Yeah, why not?
We got time.
We got it.
If you're ready to lose that argument, just come our way.
And hey, just because I don't say anything after, don't mean it's over. Because you're gonna hear that shit on here.
Exactly. Especially if it's dumb. We've seen some takes.
We've seen some bad takes.
Or if you want to talk to us and say whatever we're talking about, just hop over there. Come talk to us. We'll have a good time. Also, if you want to listen to us on the go, you can't listen to us on YouTube for some reason. You can listen to us on Spotify. If you look up THGPW on Spotify, you'll be able to find us over there. All of these Off the Top Ropes are up. They go up around the same time as the video podcast goes up. So you'll be able to listen to it on the go. You can switch back and forth between YouTube and Spotify. Also, make sure that you're following us over there. Give us the likes. Give us some comments over there too. We'll see them. So just make sure you're doing that. Listen to us on the go, and you'll have a good time. Proffit, tell the people about the YouTube.
All right, guys. So first off, thank you very much. If you're listening to us on YouTube or Spotify, it's fantastic. So if you're on YouTube, a couple things I'm going to ask you to do. Lionel kind of hinted at earlier. First things first, tap that like button if you like the content. For sure helps us out, gets the podcast out to more people. Comment. I know we talk some shit. I know that you know we talk some shit. So come on. I know you got something. I know you're gonna retort. Bring it. And we'll probably, hey, I want all the smoke. So we'll probably also bring it on to the show too next week. So come on, hit them comments. Subscribe, hit that bell button so whenever our show goes up, you get notified and you can listen to it first. So, everybody, thank you once again. It's been another great week, another great episode. I hope everybody is staying safe out there, got some food in their belly, and just going out there and living their best life. Mm-hmm. So thank you guys again, and we gotta go eat dinner, man. Mm-hmm. It's getting kind of late.
It's getting late.
So we're out.
Peace.